All right, my car's been sitting here for 4 months, I guess, while I did all the paint. So I'm just gonna get everything powered up for the first time in a while. I've got a 30S 2-piece setup, so I've got this big breaker acting as a disconnect box to disconnect the two strings because I didn't want them sitting parallel together. So I found that the voltage was a little bit off, so I've connected a 1 ohm resistor across the two parallel leads there and there. It's been sitting there for a while, so let me check the voltage. So I'm down to 0.3 volts out of 120. Let's see. Yeah, 117 voltmeter. It's a little slow. 116. All right, so that's pretty darn close. But I'm gonna leave that there while I check the other voltages. All right. In the back, there's BMS, charger, battery pack, 12-volt battery. Let's see. I disconnected my charger, 12-volt charger. So that'll let my 12-volt battery charger right here, which turns on when I plug it in to charge the traction batteries. I'll go there. This guy is a CAN or a serial to CAN adapter. No, CAN to USB adapter. Sorry. That lets this guy talk to the laptop. So that is right here. Laptop is running the Orion BMS application. I plug that in there. And then if I turn this on, oops, wipers, 11.5 volts on my chassis battery. Let's see. I'm doing this just to make sure all my voltages are good. So connect to the BMS. Connect. Cool. Download existing settings from the BMS. Okay. Download the battery profile from the BMS to this utility. Yes. Okay. Now that keeps all these settings from the BMS, transfers them from the black box BMS there to there. That's what I want to do. And then I'm going to look at live graph, live cell data. There we go. And that tells me all the cells. The highest voltage is 4.07. The lowest cell is 4.06. So I've got 10 millivolts between all the cells. So it's 30 cells in parallel, or in series. So that's good. And now, pack state of charge is 89%. It has been here for 4 months. I think it was April, May. I think it might have been May. I haven't charged this thing since May. And it's still sitting charged. Awesome. Gotta love electric. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is disconnect it and plug in the other battery bank. So turn that off. This will stop receiving inputs. Disconnected. Cool. Now this guy, I'm only watching because the Orion BMS is designed to run in a single series pack. So because I have 2 packs in parallel, a 30S2P, I'm only watching 1 string at a time. So if I go here, I disconnect that. This is my other string. Now I can monitor the other string. Okay, again, turn it on. Okay, connect to BMS, connect, and this time, since I already have loaded the data from the BMS, I do not need to load it again. And go to live cell data. And cool, so now I have all the cells, 30 cells again in parallel, and this is the other parallel pack. So I've got 4.06 as my high, 4.05 as my low. So I don't have any bad cells. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to not turn it on. Cool. All right. Let's see. What else do I need to do? Oh, plug in my OBD2 port or OBD2 Bluetooth transmitter so I can use my laptop or my tablet. Okay, so let's see. I don't need that anymore, but this goes into the OBD2 port right here. And I haven't used that in 4 months, so we'll see how it works. That's the V-Peak brand. It was cheap. I think it was like 10 bucks or 20 bucks. You may have varying luck in using this brand, but for me so far, it is outputting all of the parameters that I need for the CAN program torque to read all of the CAN messages. So I will leave this guy there. I will power up the tablet, which has been sitting unused for quite some time. So what that's doing is it's going to use the Bluetooth on the tablet to talk to the OBD2 transmitter. And then it takes the OBD2 signals and gives me all the data that I need to know about the battery pack, because the OBD2 port comes from the Orion BMS, and the Orion BMS is transmitting all of the data that you see on the Orion BMS Java app. So I can tell everything that's happening about the battery pack, which is the most critical thing. You don't really care, well, I guess you do care about the inverter, but not as much as the battery. The battery's the important part. Okay. OBD torque app. So dirty. Cool. And I go real-time information, and there is my screen. Ugh. And we're going to wait for that thing. Okay. Boop. There we go. There's all my cell data. So all that data there. So like pack state of charge 89% gets displayed there. I'm using the GPS of the tablet for vehicle speed. Yeah, pack voltage, supply voltage, which I've had to tailor to get 11.4 volts to match that to there. I've had to create an equation to subtract some voltage. That way I can see what the BMS is seeing, because the voltage it's an old car, and I think there might be some resistance in the switch. contact resistance. So yeah, high cell, it rounds to the nearest tenth. So 4.1, 4.1. And it's a little bit different because we've got 4.06 and 4.05, but that's okay. And here's my other page. Depth of discharge. This is if something's going bad. I need to pay attention to this. So here we go in millivolt scale and cell milliohm, highest milliohm, the depth of discharge, state of charge. I need to watch those if I get down to the very bottom dredges of the electrons in the battery pack. So that's my OOP screen. This is my normal daily screen. And this is another one I thought was kind of interesting, trying to calculate the kilowatt out from the battery pack. And yeah, low cell, so I can see how low the lowest cell is getting, and then the battery pack temperature. So I guess I'm really screwing around trying to really hoss on the thing that I would use this page. All right, so everything is going. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Cool. There, now you know.